in between your meetings or your online meetings, and your body is aching to move. So let's move. All right, let's start with our feet on the mat. On the floor, sorry. Okay, so I teach on the mat, but now we're doing this on the chair because that's the only time, or that's the only prop that you have at the moment. So come to the edge of the front edge of your chair, okay? And let's start in Tadasana. In Tadasana, you are sitting on your sit bones. You know that you're sitting on your sit bones if you're able to keep your lower back long and straight. So it looks like this. So it's not rounding, it's not arching, it's just natural. Okay? You're sitting on your sit bones. Those are the pointy bones at the edge of your butt cheeks. Okay, sitting on your sit bones, spine is long and straight, and imagine that there's an imagine, that there's a thread from the ceiling where all the way to the crown of your head, and you're actually suspended. That way you feel that you have spaces in between your spine, your neck is not forward, it's just sitting on top of your shoulders nicely. And check your ears if they are aligned with your shoulders. So some people, because they've been sitting so long, their ears are forward of their shoulders. Can you lift and align it with your shoulders? This time, let's allow the collarbones, allow, I have my favorite words today, sorry. But anyway, so these collarbones, imagine that they are your lips. Can you make them smile? They're not smiling if you're like this. Let them be wide and let them smile. Now, externally rotate your upper arms such that your palms are actually facing me. Okay, so you're not already in Tadasana. Someone told me that just being in Tadasana means you're already burning calories. For a lot of people, this is an effort because this is not normal, because we're so used to being so cooped up like this. So just come to Tadasana and breathe. Breathing and staying still, listening to our in-breath and exhales is an exercise. Exhale. Breathe any way you want. Just breathe. It's a way to reset and just say, this is me time. Even if it's just 10 minutes, this is me time. And on your third or fourth breath, try to bring your hands up, all the way up. This may be a way, bringing your hands out to the sides like this may be your way, or the others may feel that bringing their hands forward and up just feels yummier for their shoulders. So find your way to bring your hands up, your way. And when you do this, allow your shoulders to relax. So don't allow your shoulders to take over. Say shoulders later. When you do all those, you can already feel a stretch in your side bodies. Okay. So when we bring our hands up, our goal is not to bring our ears in between our arms. It's to feel a stretch here. So you may look like this, or you may look like this, as long as you're feeling a stretch in your side body and your lower back is still, it's not rounding, it's not arching, it's like this. So many instructions, no? Anyway, you'll get it, eventually get it. So this is an inhale. Bringing your hands up is an inhale. When you exhale, okay, bring your hands down. Let's just do that 5 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. So you're becoming more aware of your breath. At the same time, we are getting also to know our shoulder socket, because the movement is coming from there. And last one. And exhale. Now, we're going for a twist. Okay. But before we twist, when we're twisting, we're actually trying to move the discs of our spine in a weird way. So we have to make space first in between our spinal vertebrae. Like, because we don't want to jerk it. We do that when we open a bottle. We jerk it that way it will break. We don't want to break our spine. We want to be gentle. Bring inhales and allow that breath to expand our spine. And as we exhale, think of starting the twist from the belly. So, first, I forgot. Bring your hands up. Imagine creating space in between your spinal vertebra. Now, start the twist from your belly, then your mid-back, then your upper back. And when you've reached your edge, bring your arms, your arms to just rest. Still being suspended from the air with that imaginary thread. So you're not doing this, doing that. You are long and straight. You're just twisting and breathing. And from here, keep your hands wherever they are. Start to unwind your neck and look over the other side, over the other shoulder. And you'll feel a yummy stretch in your neck area. On your next breath, unwind with feelings, carefully and mindfully. We don't want to jerk anything because that's a big twist, especially for a lot of us who have been stuck working at home. Okay, from here, we're obviously going to twist to the other side. Bring your hands up, shoulders relaxed. Feel the expansion on the side body. Exhale, start to twist from the belly and then mid-back. And then when you've reached your edge, allow your hands to rest wherever and keep that feeling of being suspended from the ceiling with that imaginary thread. So you look like this, but not like this. You're not like that. You're not whatever with your head. You're just as if you're looking at someone from the back of the room with grace. And still breathing. Again, keep your hands where they are. Don't move your torso, just your neck. And look over the other shoulder. Yummy, yummy stretch on your neck. And start to unwind mindfully and carefully and with control. And just say hello to your shoulders again. From there, we're going to just wake up the rest of our body, especially the lower part. Okay, from here, just extend both feet out. Okay, I'll just move back so you can see more of me. Extend both feet out. And allow your heels to rest on the floor, but your toes are toward the ceiling. Okay? And try to send the right heel, this is my right, the right toes toward the floor, while the left one is still flexed. Okay. Now, bring this one down and allow this one to point up. And just go for it. Just do it your way. And just doing this actually, I have so many favorite words today. Okay. Doing this is something that is already stretching your shin, this one, and your calves, this one. So notice how going slow means more stretch, more yummy stretch. When you've had enough, take one inhale and come back to your chair and try to move all the way back. Okay, so from here, we'll try to stretch or straighten this is my right foot. I'll start with this one. Flexing our foot again. And then point. We did the same thing a while ago. It's just now our foot our leg is floating. So it's a deeper stretch on our calf, on our shin, and our calf area. And then just circle your ankle, point the toes around, and go the other way. All right, of course, we have another side, so we'll go for it. Lengthen. Think of reaching through your heels, and your toes are really active and facing the ceiling. Maybe even try to spread those toes, really keeping everything active on the toe. Now, you're feeling a stretch on your ankle, calf muscles. Just waking them up. And then point. This time, stretch on the shin area. Keep your torso upright. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. And then let's circle at the ankle area, just waking up all of these small muscles in our lower body. Very, very effective. Okay, now, come to the edge of your chair again. And maybe you have the option to cross at the ankle. Or if you have the space for it, rest your ankle on top of your thigh. So whatever your choice is, we're just going for a stretch in our outer thigh. Okay, so from here, if you look like this, it's okay. If you're already feeling a stretch on your outer thigh, it's good for you. And if this is another option, don't jerk your knee down, okay? That's not what we're going for. We're going for a stretch here. This is the hero. This is the spotlight of this pose. So if you're feeling already a stretch, stay here. Otherwise, another option is to lean forward, just to feel a deeper stretch now on the hamstrings area. Just an option, okay? Whichever feels yummy, do you, okay? Or for others, actually they don't feel anything. So an option is to just pick it up and just rock it, because that's for your body. This is your version of feeling a stretch in your outer thigh all the way to your hip. Whatever your version is, stay there. And maybe this one is something that you can point and flex again, or even circle. Just use that time. Now, bring this knee, unwind it. Just bring this knee to this side, and just allowing a stretch in your hips. And we'll just circle it out. We want that feeling of moving, lubricating the hip joint. Go the other way. So you may hold your knee or just let it be, whichever, as long as you feel like yumminess is flowing into that hip joint. Of course, we have another side and we'll do that. So it's either here, feel the stretch. This is the spotlight here. Or this, another option. Another option is to lean forward with your back straight. Another option is to pick it up. Just options, okay? Go for your version. You do you. And release. Now, again, we want to lubricate this side because this one's already happy. We want this to be happy as well. So just circle your knee around. The hero is still the hip flexors, the hip socket, the one that connects your thighs with your pelvis. We want that to be active and lubricated, because if they're tight or if they're weak, then it's pulling so many other body parts from the waist up. All right, thank you, thighs. We've had enough of you. Now, bring your hands to the sides again. Come back to Tadasana and listen to your breath. We always come back to listen to our breath. Inhale and exhale. All right. And this time, heel toe your feet away from each other. Okay, so just make sure that you always sit seated on your sit bones so that you can keep your pelvis neutral and your spine long and straight. You're still suspended from the air. From here, option to bring your, rest your forearms on this thigh, or maybe reach it to the floor, toward the floor. It may look like this or like this. As long as your bottom side is active, so you're not hanging out, it's very active. Now, bring your arms overhead. You may reach it actually toward the ceiling. Remember, this bottom side is still active. It's not hanging out. Or maybe bring it overhead. Option to look up or to look forward. Okay, again, you're not dumping your weight on these forearms. You're reaching, you're grounding, you're reaching. You're feeling a stretch on your side body. You're sitting on your sit bones. This hip is not hiking up. Next, move your hands forward and then down. Essentially, you're circling this arm all the way up with control, following your arm, your top arm with your gaze. That way, you're also releasing any tension in your neck. So again, we're lubricating our shoulder socket. And maybe there are some areas which you feel tight or you feel like, stay there. This is mine. And just give it some love. Of course, we have to go the other way. Do it with control. Because if you're going so fast, you're using momentum, you're not really able to target areas that need love and attention. Okay, I'm getting poetic. And when you've had enough, stay here. One last stretch. Inhale. And exhale. Option to look down, or look forward, or look up. And on your next breath, hands on the hips. Slowly bring this shoulder to this side. Hold the waist. And then the other shoulder to this knee. Now you're feeling a stretch here. And then come up. We're basically just circling around. Knee, shoulder to knee. Shoulder to knee. Your hips are not leaving the chair. And we'll do one more round. Shoulder to knee, shoulder to knee. And of course, we're going the other way. Shoulder to knee, shoulder to knee. Don't allow your bum to leave the mat, the chair. And we're just mobilizing our spine here. And when we've had enough, of course, we'll try to also do the same thing on the other side. So again, rest your forearm on your thigh or reach toward the floor if you have that space. So if you don't mind, I just use this. I'll have this option, okay? And allow your upper shoulder to roll toward the ceiling. As you bring your hand to the back, so you're feeling an opening in your upper shoulder. Now send that hand overhead, close to your top ear. Again, you're not dumping your weight here. You're just using this hand to balance yourself out. Keep the hip bones on the chair. Now, bring your top hand forward and back, following it with your gaze, all the way back. Again, we're feeling the stretch. We're feeling the movement in our hip socket. And just enjoy this. And go the other way. Following it with our gaze. And when you've had enough, stay in this pose. Maybe looking down, or looking forward, or looking up. And when you've had enough, fold forward. Okay. Your fold forward may look like this, or like this, as long as your spine is rounding. As long as you can allow your head to hang, your neck to relax. No, nothing here. This is just a fold forward. This may look like this, or for others, it may even look like this. Allow your head to hang. Stay here for a breath or two. Inhale and exhale. Allow your thighs to relax. Inhale and exhale. Now, bring your hands to the sides. Swing it all the way to the back. All the way to the sides as your torso is moving up. Head comes up last. Hands to the ceiling. Relax your shoulders. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Hands to the heart center. And just listen, continue listening to your breath. And when you think that it's your turn in the meeting, open your eyes, hands on the thighs, and go back to your work. Thank you so much. I hope you feel better after that.